on, everybody? So we're in skagway right now. It's like 58 degrees and the wind is blowing like insane. So it's freezing out here. But there's a big reason I'm really avoiding Alaska and only for Alaska. Alright everybody, we are on deck 4 of the Brilliance of the Seas. Deck 3 is all staterooms and deck 2 is boarding, so there's nothing to see there. So yeah, we'll take a look at it. So right over here you have your photo stuff. They do your photo things down here on deck 4. We're in the back of the ship, or the aft as well. You got a bar down here at the bottom of the centrum. Right here. There's some live entertainment that happens here. We got a band that plays down here sometimes. And across you have guest services and the shore excursion desk. You got some ATMs down here as well. And then if you go forward on deck 4, you get staterooms. There's all this back there. And also on the bottom over here, you have the main dining room. One of the main dining rooms down here. I believe that's the R bar over there, so we're going to head up to deck 5. We're in port right now, so the boat's pretty empty. It's a good time to film. So here on deck 5, you have the dining room in the back, as normal. You got Next Cruise back over there. And then over here you have Latitudes, which is a coffee restaurant. You got some seating areas. This is where your shore shop team is at. You got these amazing elevators over here, which look towards the ocean. And we'll go look at the shopping area. We're closed because we are in Sitka today. It is my least favorite Alaskan port. And it's not even close. Sitka's not like, there's not a lot to do in terms of excursions. And you gotta take a bus into the city. And there's really not a lot going on there. It's pretty, but just not a lot to do. Most people say the same thing. They can't stand Sitka. A lot of the crew members call it Sucka. So, but not all ships go there. Some switch it with Ketchikan. Definitely swap it with Ketchikan if you have that option. If you can pick one of the 2 cruises, Ketchikan is far better. So over here we got your photo gallery, and we're heading towards the front of the ship. We also have a conference center. It's actually open, so I'm gonna go look at it. I've never been in here. This is kind of cool. So there's a conference center. I guess you could rent that out, maybe. So down here, we got your focused photo galleries where you put your pictures up, like for dinners and stuff, and you come look at your pictures. You got some art stuff down here, where they got some of the art auction people at. You got your theater in the very front. We're going to go outside real quick, and then we'll go look inside the theater. So this is where a smoking section is at, is down here. We are outside on the boat, and what if we go to the skypad or the helipad? Let's go check. It's my favorite spot on these ships. I think we can. Yes, it's open. Good. Hello. So we're going to check out the helipad. So this is one big benefit of coming on a Radiance class ship compared to a Ovation class ship, is the helipad. And when you're at your glacier, this really makes a difference. I still probably prefer the Ovation class ships for Alaska though. Just more indoorsy stuff. And there's more to do. It's a newer ship, so that makes sense. But just more indoorsy. They also cost more in terms of pricing, but still a lot more indoors. There's indoor pools and lots of indoor hot tubs. You got the bumper cars, all that stuff. You don't have any of that on here. Well, there's one indoor pool, but it's the adult pool. Alrighty. This is the helipad. I don't know if it's open all night. I was on the Radiance and they closed it when it got dark. But like on the Freedom Independence, it's always open. So, I don't know. It's been too cold at night to come out here. This is the first cruise ship Royal has that's done Alaska this year. Very first sailing. And it's colder than it should be. It's like 35 degrees out here. So yeah, this is Sitka if you guys are curious about Sitka. This is where you dock. You gotta get off right there. You walk by the shops. There's some buses that take you downtown. It's free. It's included. They don't charge you anything. It's like a 10-minute bus ride. Yeah, it's not my favorite port. I love Alaska, just not Sitka. It's really pretty out here, though. So yeah, this is Sitka. It's been like a wintry mixed weather the entire sailing. I'm out here in shorts and a t-shirt. Yeah, you can see whales out here too. In the port you'll see whales, plenty of them. And there's an active volcano out here somewhere. I don't really know where, but there's one. They told us that at least. Alright, let's go head back inside. And we'll go check out the theater. The theater goes on deck 5 as well, and 6. So it goes up 1. Or I don't know. My words are confusing. I think it's deck, yeah, it's deck 5 and deck 6. Not 4. 4 staterooms. But yeah, if you've never done Alaska, it is a must do. Completely different than Caribbean cruises. I say pick the Ovation or the Quantum. I think it's a better experience overall. Now this can go to more ports because of the size compared to the others. However, when you're on the boat, the indoorsy stuff makes a big difference. And if you have kids, there's way more for kids to do on the bigger ships compared to this boat. This boat's cool. I like old boats, but for Alaska though, I probably want those with an indoor pool because kids can only use the Solarium pool, which is the only indoor pool in here for like 4 hours a day, like 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening. So yeah, and outside it's freezing. The Quantum has their own indoor pool for kids. And there's only 3 hot tubs on this whole ship. One of them's indoors and kids can't go in it at all. Alright, we're going to go ahead to the theater really quick. Alright guys, this is the Pacifica Theater. It's on deck 5 is where I'm at, but it also goes up to deck 6 as well and has a balcony. So here this is. There's a bar in there as well. So that's where they do their shows. But yeah, it's a pretty good sized theater. And there's a balcony on deck 6. So it's deck 5 and 6. This is in the front of the ship as well. Alrighty, and here's another entrance to the conference center. We're going to go check it up here. But yeah, if your kids want to use a hot tub here, they got to go outside. And it's like 35 degrees right now and use one. They can't go inside. They don't even let them do that. The Quantum innovation of indoor hot tubs for kids and adults. The adult area has 2 or 3 hot tubs in the pool. The adult kid area on the Quantum innovation will have same thing, 2 or 3 hot tubs. So this is they're playing a movie in the theater right now, Megan. And then over here there's a movie theater, a cinema. This is one of the cool things that they don't do anymore. So this is a big bonus on these boats. And is that a movie playing? No. Maybe. Let's see. No, there's no movie playing. Awesome. So right in here's a movie theater. It's a legit movie theater. They play the same movie every day, but they switch it on the days. Like Monday will be different, Tuesday different movie, but it's the same movie throughout the whole day with different times. So today it's Sleepless in Seattle. I think yesterday it was like Top Gun. Back to the Future was one day, and then on the Radiance they play like Jurassic World and some of the newer Marvel stuff. So I don't know. So over here is a bar. This is the Irish pub. This place is very popular on these boats. Like, it's popping here at night. Incredibly a great area. So you got a dartboard over here. Unlike the Radiance, they don't have the darts left out. You have to ask for them. And the Radiance, they just leave them out. And they also put all the big sporting events in here. So next is the casino. We're going to go on the other side, just because the Texas Hold'em table's over here. So I do have a full casino tour uploaded. If you guys are curious on every slot and every table available on this ship and other ships, check it out. I have casino tours of every boat I go on. So they are currently closed because we're in port. And Alaska doesn't let you be open if you're in port. Some ports do. Alaska ain't one of them. So we're going to head right on through. I have a full tour up of this casino, though, if you want to check it out, if you're a gambler like me. So right over here we have this is called Vintages. It's a wine bar. On the other boats, it's the champagne bar. Same location, basically the same thing. I prefer the champagne bar because it has a big bottle of champagne on the front of it. But yeah, you got some nice views out here too. And this place gets really busy as well. And then over here, your host desk is outside the casino. So I know I couldn't find it in my tour because I didn't think it would be outside. But yeah, it's right here though. So it's outside the casino. Put more room for slots in there, I guess. So another thing I wanted to show you guys is here's your map right here by the elevators. These buttons on the map also trigger the elevator button, so you don't have to push those there. You could push the ones on the map. It works the same way. This will show you everything on each floor. If you guys are curious, you can always pause this and look at the map and see what is on this boat. And we're going to head to the back. So this is the Schooner Bar, Chops Grill, Colony Club, Chef's Table, Giovanni's Tables, all back here. So this is a cool area. You got a model thing on the wall. It's a pirate ship, and you got all sorts of stuff in here. Great theming in here. One thing the new boats do not have is cool theming like this in their bars like this. It's just all now copy and paste. So this is a really cool area. You don't see this stuff on newer ships. Radiance has some cool ones too. They had like English guns on the wall. It was kind of cool. But, I mean, look at this theming. This is an amazing area. I love this area. And no, this does not turn. I've already tried. So right here we got a pirate ship model. It's a pirate ship. I don't know. Some ship model. They might say it on the name of it. Oh. Alright, you got this. This is the Schooner Bar. You got Chops Grill right here. And the Schooner Bar is right outside of it. Really good entertainment out here. They do trivia and stuff here too. So in here you got Giovanni's Table. It's an Italian restaurant. They actually have really good steaks too. Here's a menu. It's actually just kind of sitting here, so I'll show it to y'all if you're curious. Chops Grill. I didn't see a menu up. So you got another cool ship here. You got your piano. See if I can get a good view of this one. Like, this is cool. They don't do this on new boats. It's kind of sad. So we're going back to the Colony Club. This is where they do a lot of like the top tier events, and the art auctions are back here. It's also a good area just to hang out at. So you got pool tables, and these pool tables apparently have something in them where they're always level. I haven't tried them, but and it is included to play pool. You don't have to pay any fee. You get your pool sticks and all that over here. And you start playing pool. You got triangles and chalk somewhere over here too. So this is the Colony Club. This is in the very back of the boat. It's very similar to was it 270 on the Quantum class ships. So they do shows, or not shows, but like karaoke, the art auctions, random events will be back here. You got a bar back here, tons of seating, and some really good views. This is why it reminds me of 270, because you got the same thing on 270. Very back of the ship, great views. And you got another bar, so there's 2 bars in here. It's a really good sized room. There's some cool tables over here too. Let me show you all these tables. They are built in whatever game that is. Backgammon, I don't know. And this is chess or checkers. So, I mean, nothing crazy, but it's kind of cool. And there's a card room, I believe, is on deck 4 in the back. I missed that, but yeah, there's a card room as well. Another thing they kind of are phasing out on boats is card rooms. All right, let's head to deck 7. I think 7 only has a library on it, or if you want to call it a library. Got a cool statue of some dude. So there's some event going on in here. I think it's Pictionary. Here I'm talking about drawing and guessing, so it's gotta be Pictionary. And the junior bar on these boats is amazing though. It's a very lively atmosphere at night. You do not see that on newer ships. So they do have the junior bar, but it's not as lively as these are. And the location on the newer ships of the junior bar is kind of underwhelming. Alrighty, we're going to go up to deck 7. I believe 7 is just the library. If we're calling it a library, we're using that term very moderately. Or maybe 8's the library, I don't know. 1 is a internet cafe, 1's a library. Looks like this one's the internet cafe. Actually, we can just look in the Solarium and see. So there's the internet cafe that I was talking about. And the library is somewhere up there. Let's go look at the internet cafe. So you do have to have an internet package to access the internet still. They're phasing these out too. Because everyone has a cell phone or a laptop. You also have the Voom desk down here if you have any issues with Voom. I mean, this boat's really old, so before then, cell phones to access the internet were not a thing. So they just kind of left it. But yeah, you have to put your sign in the Voom, you can use your computers. They have a printer too. Business services is what it's called. So I believe deck 8's the library then. I don't know. No. The library is somewhere. And I'm being very lenient when I say the word library. It's like 1 bookshelf. Well, where is it on the map? Okay. I know it's here because I saw it. I don't know where it is. It is not on this map. Alrighty. Well, I guess we're going up to deck number 9 then. Yeah. Let's go to, or not 9, let's go to deck 11. 11 is where we'll go. I don't know where the library is. I saw one. I know it's here. It's like 1 bookshelf though. So, I mean, it's nothing special. It's 1 bookshelf. Just don't get too excited. Some of the other older boats have really good libraries. Not this one. Alright. Ooh, we got the good elevator too. We're going to 11. And on the water, this is cool. This is the only class of ship Royal has that has elevators like this.
Deck 11.
Alright, let's go check out the Windjammer. So we're in the back. So instead of the hot dog cafe like the Radiance has, they just have this. There's coffee and some chairs. And it is heat edition there, so it's not real cold in there. What time is it? Alright, cool. Windjammer's still open, so I can go record in there. Then you got some more art over here and some restrooms. Let's go look at the Windjammer. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'll come back.
Thank you. Not eating any food, but it's still sanitized. They don't know that. I'm just filming. So here's a Windjammer. It's lunch right now. I will say this Windjammer, in my opinion, is way better than some of the other Windjammers on more ships. So you got a bar right over here. They can get you some quick drinks. You got all types of food in here. There's a lot of seating right now, but I will say the seating in here has been very hard to get seating at. That's why that outdoor area where those nice chairs were is good. So right over here, there's another bar out here. You got some more seating. This used to be a specialty restaurant called Ria's Cantina. They still got the bar for it and the theming, but there's no restaurant out here. See the Mexican themed stuff on the wall. They got rid of it even has the sign for it. They got rid of the restaurant, they still got the bar and the theming. And it's raining right now too. No, they're cleaning windows. So you got another beverage station out here, thirst quenchers. We're gonna walk in this way and then head up and look at the rest of deck 11. This area is cold, so keep that in mind if you're doing Alaska. You got your ice cream, and your ice cream is open when the Windjammer is closed. Yeah, it's not a bad Windjammer. I like it. The food, I will say, is the best I've had in a Windjammer in a long time. I do think food on those smaller boats is better. That's just my opinion, though. I want to go this way. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's not... It's fairly good temperature in here. Comfortable. It's not as warm as being indoors, but it's comfortable. So over here you got some pool or ping pong tables. On the opposite side is a smoking section. So that side over there is a smoking section in that back corner. So I pretty got hot tub number 1, hot tub number 2. And these are old hot tubs. They actually don't have any bubbles that shoot up. They just have back jets. And then you got your pool that has been closed the entire sailing because of weather. You got your pool bar. You got a screen out here that they play. I think they play movies. I haven't seen one out here yet, but I think they play movies. Normally it's just been ads for stuff. Happy.tv, a bunch of cute pet videos. I'm assuming in the summers, I know in the Radiance they did play movies on there. I'm assuming when it's warm they play them. So you got your Solarium in here. You got a bar in here. This is a good area. Nice quiet area over here. So you have your Solarium pool. And there's one hot tub. This is adults only, except if you're going to Park Cafe, and then between 8 and 10 in the morning and 1 to 3, kids can use the pool, but not the hot tub, due to it being in Alaska. If this boat wasn't in Alaska and it wasn't cold, there'd be no kids at all except to get food from the Park Cafe. So you got some elephants on your background. And they do have fountains that run, but they've been shut off the whole sailing. You got a hot tub there, a pool, a nice bridge I'm walking across. I'll go show you a park cafe, which is where they have pizza at night. Yeah, here's the sign. You got a drink fountain over here. You got your towel station right by the lifeguards over there. And over here, they have some foods. This is where they have the pizza at night. Ironically, they have not had pepperoni one night. It's been cheese and then some other flavor. Get grab and go salads. This is a good area. It's warm in here too. Very warm in here. Alright, inside here you have your spa and your hair salon. This is the hair salon. And then you got your spa on the other side. There is a thermal suite you can pay for to get a nicer spa. It's like a daily pass. And you can also, there is steam rooms and saunas for non-thermal suite people. And let's head up to deck 12. Your gym is also up in there too. But the gym is up one floor, so you access it on 11. There's just a staircase that takes you in it from the spa. Ship Shape Center. Alright, let's go look at the gym. It's a decent sized gym. You got free weights. There's your staircase down to the spa. You got some cardio stuff, a nice gym full of do classes and stuff in here. So that's what that is. No one's in here because we are in port. You got treadmills all out up here. Go all the way around. I will say I don't like the location of this just because on other ships you can look directly over the edge in the gym and see the water. You can't do that here. You gotta see a running track. You got random machines. It's a good time to film in here. Normally there's always somebody in here. I've been talking to a lot of people on this boat. Apparently this is like they're all their entirely first cruise ever, or their first Alaska cruise. But I definitely see why they wanted to get off the ship. Push to open. I was looking for a button actually, but all right. Going to hit deck 12. This is 12. So there's a running track right here. It goes all the way around. You saw me on the gym where you can see the running track out there on the front of the boat. And let's do 13 as well, just because it's easier. We'll do 12 and 13 up here. That way I have to walk all the way across, then go up, then go back. The whole shebang shabong. A bunch of unnecessary time. We're saving time doing this. So this is 13 on the front. This is a cool area. Now the Radiance was all grass, but they haven't done it here. I prefer the Radiance over this boat. They're basically the same thing, but the Radiance has an extra specialty restaurant. It's got the hot dog place. This area was a grass felt. And they're both doing Alaska right now. So I prefer the Radiance. If you had to pick one between these two, do the Radiance. I feel like the Royals paid more attention to the Radiance and kept it more cared for. I mean, this is still a nice ship. I like the old ships. Nothing wrong with them. I just feel like the Radiance they do that with. They do a better job with the extra restaurants and stuff. Is that one of those things they lift whales out of the water with? I think it is. That's the thing in Free Willy. Maybe that's what they use to capture Free Willy. Pretty sure that's what that is. It looks like that. The other thing in Alaska you can see is a lot of seaplanes landing. It's really cool. Not as common in Sitka, but in Juneau, you see it a lot. I think that's a whale capture machine. I might be wrong on that. That's what it looks like. That's what they use in Free Willy. I watched that the other day on an airplane, so I know for sure that's what they use. So we're back on the running track. after me ramping about Free Willy. Every time I watch that movie, I want a pet whale. So up here you have another bar. I don't know if this thing's ever been like used because it's so cold out here. Yeah, it's closed, the Sky Bar. Yeah, I don't think this thing's ever going to be open on the sailing. I just don't see why it would be open. Most people stay inside, which is why I feel like the Radiance, not the Radiance, the Quantum class ships for Alaska are better. The ports are better in this one because these are smaller, so they can get into more ports compared to the other ones. But yeah, I would pick the Quantum class just for the ship activities inside. And you don't go to Alaska for the ship, you go for the ports. The ports are better on the smaller ones too, but you do spend some time at sea still. You have at least 2 sea days inside passage on the way back. I do Alaska every year. It's my first time I haven't done on a Quantum class ship. I did on Celebrity my first time on the Millennium, which is similar to this, but still had more indoor spaces. And I love that. But yeah, if you have kids and a family, definitely book the Quantum class ships for Alaska. Your kids will be bored out of their mind on this boat because everything is closed that's outside. You can go play sports. You got half-court basketball court. And then back here you got your shuffleboard and your arcade. We're going to go take a look at that. Then you have a staircase that goes down to the Windjammer as well. And the Zoomies is back here. That's the sushi place. This is where Samba Grill's out in the Radiance. I love that restaurant. Here's the arcade. Let's see, is it like other boats that have Dollar Tree toys for your ticket prices or not? Oh, you can win a duck, a prize every time. You got some Beanie Babies, Candy Crush for some random pops and whatever else. You got this thing for PS4s, iPad minis. That ain't bad. So you can reload your tickets here and you get a little card like you do at Dave & Buster's, but pre-buy your arcade credits you're going to use them. You get like a 20% off discount. So do not buy them on the boat if you know you're going to use it. I know you might have kids and they just decide last minute, let's go to the arcade. But if you know you're going to, definitely pre-buy it. That's one way you can save some money. So if you're curious, this is $1.50 to play this. So this one's $2 to give you an idea of the prices for the machines. Yeah, this is just junk that's in these. I found the other day that the casino runs the arcade. Guitar Hero is $2. I did not know that. But yeah, the casino is the one that runs the arcade. So any issues, you call the casino people. Found that out on the Symphony when I was talking to Chris about it. The casino is in charge of the arcade. I did not know that. I'm sure most people don't, nor do they care. I thought it was odd. But yeah, so this staircase takes you down to the Windjammer. If that's what you want to get, some ice cream, or just go down the Windjammer. There you go. I'm actually going to do this whole video in one shoot, I think. So here's the Zoomies. This is where Samba Grill is on the Radiance, which is my favorite restaurant on Royal ships. The Brazilian steakhouse. This is Asian cuisine, but it's really sushi. That's what it's known for, is sushi. They do have some other stuff, like they have the hot stones. I've done that before. It's pretty good. But yeah, the Zoomie is very popular. Here's the menu. They actually have the menu out here. So I think this is just the sushi stuff. Yeah, all I see is the word rolls. So you can pause it and look at that if you care about the menu. This is not the hibachi one though. So over here is a kid area with a slide. And as you can tell, it's closed again. Which is why I'm saying if you have kids, do not book this ship for Alaska. Now it's great in the summer. I went with some friends I went last November on a Caribbean cruise on the Radiance with some friends, and they had a kid. They had 2 kids. They loved it. But for Alaska, I would not, though, just because it's always closed. So up here you got putt-putt. It says there's hours for putt-putt, but I don't know how you manage that. They don't take away the club, so. But we got a very average putt-putt course. We'll walk it. If you've been on the Wonder, the Symphony, or Odyssey, or any of the ships that have gone through the amplification, this putt-putt course is very underwhelming. But it's still here, and it's fun. Oh, we got some ducks. I think those are ducks. They have webbed feet, but they look too fat to be a duck. Yeah, it's a 9-hole putt-putt course, I believe. Some more ducks. You got your rock climbing wall across from putt-putt. So that has been opened, but still, it's cold. No one's going to use it. I don't think I've seen anyone out here using it, but yeah. Rock climbing wall. Every ship has a rock climbing wall, so that's good. The bigger ships have more rock climbing walls or bigger ones, but still, it's a cool feature to have. But if you have kids, though, again, do not, like, if you're curious on Alaska, I would not book this ship. I would book the Ovation or the Quantum, just because there's way more for them to do. There is they do have the kids programming stuff on this boat, but it's still not as good, though. I have no problems with the ship. I like the older ships. I prefer the Radiance, because I feel like the Radiance, they did a better job with upkeep, like modernizing it a little bit more with the extra specialty restaurants and the hot dog place and, you know, that kind of stuff. But this isn't a bad boat. Alright, we're going to go check the inside here and then we'll be done. Alright, so in here you have your kids' stuff. There is a club, nightclub, and your loyalty ambassador desk is in here. And that'll be about it. So here's Adventure Ocean. You got your royal babies and tots. You have your teenagers and your 6-year-olds. That's a good thing. I loved it as a kid, so definitely come check it out. They do arcade and stuff. It's free arcade night. That's what I did. That's what they did. Opix is the teen club. I have no clue what's in it, but I did like it as a kid too. Squeaky shoes. So over here, this is your loyalty ambassador desk. If you have any loyalty questions, you come here. Also on the Radiance, you could see through that little thing in the middle and you could go onto it and you could look down on the ground. Can't do that here. And then we're going to go up 1 floor, and that's the nightclub, and then we will be done with this video. About a 30-minute tour. It's not bad. I'm trying to speed these up. My first one took like an hour and a half. The Symphony one took an hour, but that's a big boat. So up here's a nightclub. So you got your sweet stuff up here too. This is called Star Quest. It's the nightclub and lounge. This bar rotates. You see on the ground. It can rotate. I don't think they do it a lot, but it can rotate though. It spins. So you got a dance club here, the DJ. The nights is popping. They do check IDs with your CPAS card. Make sure you're old enough to be up in here when there's a party going on. In the day like this though, as you can see, it's very quiet. Good relaxing area. Great views too. They don't have this kind of stuff on newer boats either. They still have the clubs in the Solarium. It's like, okay. So this is one thing the older boats have over the new boats. Yeah, a nice little window thing with glitter. So over here's a concierge club. Be a Pinnacle member to get in there. It's Sweet Lounge, same thing. So, and then the Diamond Club. I believe this is the Diamond Lounge. I can get y'all in here. So let's go look at the Diamond Lounge real quick. push. It'd help if I could read. So they got coffees and stuff in here. It'll be a diamond member to get in here or better. Cappuccino. They can make restaurants. They got menus. Oh, here's Chops Grill. If y'all are curious about the Chops Grill menu. There you go. They do have finger foods in here at times as well. And you have a hostess who can book restaurants and all the other stuff for you. They got hours of operation. Focus. There it goes. We're in Sitka today. Press button. Cool. Alright guys, well that's the Diamond Lounge. The Suite Lounge and the Suite Concierge Lounge, however you say it's the same thing. They are very similar to the Diamond Lounge, just they get free drinks in there. So, other than that, it's pretty much the same thing. You have your own hostess. I've been in them before. I've had a suite a few times. They're nice. But basically, it's the same thing. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully, this helped you make a decision if you decide to go on an older ship such as this one for Alaska. Alright, everybody. I will catch y'all later, and hopefully I was entertaining and didn't bore you too much. You guys have a great day.